Well, eBay's fall seller update is here, and this video is just going to outline some of the key points of that so you don't have to go back and read through it all. So without any further ado, let's go. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is John from Flippin' Ain't Easy, and in this video I'm going to talk to you about the fall seller update that eBay just put out, and I went through it. Not going to talk about all of it here because it seems to me that some of it's just repetitive things we already knew, but I want to talk to you, and I have this printed out because there's a little bit, quite a bit to digest. And of course, leave any of your comments down below and any questions you might have. I won't be able to answer all your questions because I don't claim to know everything, but I certainly will do my best to try. And of course, there's others out there like yourself who might be able to help someone out with a question they may have in the comments. So your participation in this video by commenting, liking, all that good stuff is certainly appreciated. The first bullet point is listing and promoted. So eBay is going to change some categories on you guys. Again, are you surprised? It's happened now, what, 2 or 3 times already in the last, year? Now, eBay claims these category changes are to help buyers find your item. Not really sure unless your buyer is searching for your item within a certain category and not really utilizing the search. Maybe that way. To me, it's just an extra headache. You know, if eBay is changing the category of your item, it is now subject to either a higher, and they say lower fee, depending on the category that it's in. But I don't have too many experiences where prices get lower, especially with eBay. So maybe more of your prices going higher than lower, but I guess we'll see. Comment down below, correct me down below if I'm wrong, but just a hunch. Anything they can do to get more fees out of you, this is just one of those things. And I hate to sound skeptical or as a pessimist whenever I make these videos, but anytime they announce changes like this, and by the way, these changes can impact what you're paying, I don't like it. You know, we just want to sell our item. I don't care what category my item's in. I want that customer to search for my item and find it. I don't want it to be a way for you to increase fees on me because you feel like this collectible or this shirt maybe hasn't been in the right category for some reason, and you're going to put it where you feel it's necessary. And by the way, this category has higher fees. And what would an eBay seller update be without making you work even more than you already do or had planned to work? And that is for required, not recommended, but required item specifics that are coming to a category near you. And that means that once they deem certain item specifics required, and you may have left that empty because you just don't have time to mess with it, well, guess what? You're going to be required to put that in there, and if you don't, your listing's not going to be a valid listing. So in these categories, effective the 12th of October, we're talking collectibles, art, that's the same category, jewelry, musical instruments, parts and accessories. Now, this parts and accessories, I don't know what that is. I don't know parts and accessories of what, but they label that as its own category. And then sporting goods, that's the last affected category. And, you know, my contention's always been this. It's, you know what, if you're going to come out and ask us or tell us that we need to fill in item specifics, just do it site-wide. Do it for every category, okay? Let us take our lumps all at once, all together. You know, we would have been done with this by now if they would have just implemented this last year. I made a video last year. I'll put it up here above me. I made a video last year talking about all these item specifics. And, you know, in my opinion, they're just creating extra work for you, for me, and it's just taking us away from the goal of listing our items. I don't want to have to go and babysit the items that I currently have up. They say it's designed to help boost your items in not only the external search, but the search within eBay when they go and click the different options on the left side of the search. So, you know, for me, I get it, but this should have been done all at once and not nickel and diming us or just piecemealing it together. I've never heard of a platform of any kind that would make a specific change, but do it in bits and pieces and string it on, and we're now over a year. I've never seen that before eBay. It just seems bass-ackwards to me. What do you guys think? You know, leave your comments down below, of course. So you guys that have been watching my channel and other channels know that eBay has an ability for you now to go in and create coupons and a coupon code. You could do a lot with the coupon feature. You can select certain items that it's good for. You can do all kinds of things. Create a discount, a maximum, a minimum, whatever you want to do. The options are up to you. So eBay is going to give you the option to target buyers who have bought your items before and offer them a coupon code. In addition to that, they're going to offer you the ability to send a coupon to maybe somebody who has been following your store, or maybe an offer to watch your type thing where you send them a coupon code. My take on that is it's not as big of a deal for someone like me, where I sell all kinds of different items. If you have a niche, then certainly it's better for you to utilize the coupon feature. And if you're niched down to, you know, a certain item or a certain kind of item that you're selling, it makes sense for you to focus on these buyers because you're hoping that they'll come back looking for your particular item that you're selling. But for me, I sell a lot of one-offs, and there's a lot of you out there. I've seen a lot of the stores out there when I do my research. There's a lot of stores that just sell different items, one-offs. If someone buys a random item from me, sending them a coupon code isn't as effective. I was doing the random coupon code to my buyers, putting them on the packages, and I haven't had one person come back to my store with that coupon code. So, you know, if you sell collectibles, art, maybe trading cards, things like that, I can see how that would work really well for you. So that's a feature that you want to take advantage of when it's available. Now, later this month, September 2021, eBay is going to come out with a new promoted listings feature, okay? And they're going to call it Promoted Listings Advanced. This is that pay-per-click thing that you know, we heard about. Well, it's coming, and it's coming very soon. And you know, it's going to be one of those things where it allows you to maybe bid as a seller, bid on keywords and clicks. That's at least what eBay says. So I guess, you know, if you're selling shoes, you can say, I want to bid on this amount on the word Nike, maybe this amount on the word Adidas. Maybe if you're selling collectibles, I want to bid this amount to focus on the word vintage. You know, and the whole pay-per-click thing, I think it's modeled after the Amazon thing. I never used it. I don't like it. You know, it's just another money grab. Now, they're not replacing the promoted listings that we know. That's going to still be there. It's going to be called Promoted Listings Standard. And not much is going to change on that. But see, here we are. If I'm doing a promoted listings campaign, and let's say I'm going to match eBay's recommended number, which based on my previous video, you guys know that that number changes. It's not a stagnant number. I'm already dealing with that issue. So now I think I'm pretty high. I'm doing really well. I'm doing what eBay has suggested. But now I'm competing with these other sellers who are willing to bid on search terms. This is one of those things where I fear we're going to have to learn as we go. See what works as we go. Again, this makes sourcing even more important because, again, the lower you can get an item for, the more wiggle room you'll have to be able to compete and play these games. And for me, I'm not going to use promoted listings advanced. I'm just not going to do it. I have so many different types of items. I don't have time to research what is the best keyword for this thing, what's the best keyword for that thing. Now again, if you have a store that's sort of niche down, that might be something you can consider. But for a seller like me, unless I see how it benefits me, and I don't see how this benefits me at all, I'm just going to stick with the standard promoted listings. Again, as I said in my previous video, this is just another money grab, and I get it, but you still have to play eBay's game if you want to be successful. But I'm not willing to play the advanced promoted listings game. I'll stick with the standard promoted listings, but I just want to see how that advanced one pans out. And if it hurts me too bad, I might be forced to. Again, we're talking, we're 12 to 13% on average without promoted listings. You add another 5 to 10%, you're theoretically almost at 20 or over 20%. And then you add this advanced stuff, it's getting crazy. I mean, at what point, eBay, do we get a chance to make some profit after we pay your fees and ship the item out? I just don't understand. I know you guys want to be like Amazon, but you're not. You're eBay. It's like someone having an identity crisis. You are who you are, and accept it, because you're not Amazon, eBay. I just don't know what more to say. If you're watching eBay, you guys still have a pretty good platform. I mean, even though I have a lot of complaints about you guys, but eBay, what it used to be, is what made eBay. You can ask most sellers, and we can tell you that we're not interested in you transforming yourself into becoming Amazon. We have Amazon for that. We don't need you to be Amazon too. eBay is also going to offer a more of a modern store experience. I guess, with our stores, you have your banners, you have your logos and all that, and they're going to make it work better for mobile and the app and that type of thing. Again, if you're niche down, having a store is really more important than someone like me that sells your one-off here and one-off there. eBay's also going to be adding a little bit more reporting in the seller hub, fixing some of the reports that they have. They're also going to be adding some new reports, allowing you to compare your auction listings to your fixed price listings, reports that show sales for repeat buyer and total buyers, that kind of thing. And so, any kind of reporting I think that eBay can add, the better. It allows us to sort of check them on, what they're doing, what they're charging us for. But also it allows us to see what the trends look like, what we should be doing. Should we offer auctions more? Should we offer fixed prices more for the type of items that we sell? So I can see this being a positive for you guys out there. So within the reporting itself, eBay is offering some new search functions, such as searching for an item ID, that's your item number, or you can search by title if you want. If you're searching for that particular item, maybe you want to see how much you were charged for it, that sort of thing, and you can pull up reporting that way. Now, for those of you who utilize like InkFrog, or maybe, I believe List Perfectly does it as well, but for those of you who utilize third-party programs to allow a VA or maybe an employee to access your eBay account remotely, there are going to be updates that's going to allow multi-user account access, also utilizing the two-step verification. How we go and sign in, and then they send a text to your phone with a number, that kind of thing. That's a two-step verification process. eBay is going to implement that, and they're going to implement that for your third-party users. Now, you won't need, according to this, you won't need those third-party platforms anymore to allow your third-party users to access your account and work remotely into your account. So effective sometime, I would guess, they didn't really say a date, but I'm guessing sometime at least in October, third-party users will be able to and you get to choose which ones you want them to do. They can create and edit drafts through eBay, publish and revise current listings through eBay, research products using Terapeak, and of course you have to have a subscription for that through eBay. Depending on the size of store you have, you might already have Terapeak. If you don't have a store, you have to pay for that additionally each month. They'll be able to view your orders, so if you get a sale, they'll be able to check on that. They'll be able to download order reports. They'll be able to add postage tracking. So like if you tell them, hey, I've shipped all these items out and I want you to add the tracking for these, they can do that. They can also print postage labels if you need them to do that. So this is one of those things that eBay is allowing you to manage what options you want your third-party user or VA to have. Now, a lot of you would only want them to create and edit drafts. Then perfect. You don't have to select anything else on that. eBay is going to be adding a few features to this list. They say in a few months, in my opinion, probably sometime next year, that will allow your third-party users to manage scheduled listings, manage unsold listings, manage ended listings. So I see this as a positive. I see, if you're already paying, I don't know what it is, 29, 30 bucks a month, 40 bucks a month for a program like InkFrog that allowed you to give your VAs third-party access to your eBay account. Well, this is going to save you that monthly fee. So in my opinion, that's a good thing. So I'm going to cover just a couple things that caught my eye on the eBay user agreement. Maybe it was there before, but I noticed it at this time. The user agreement is the part that's full of like lawyer speak, legalese, what you can do, what you can't do, what eBay has the right to do, what you have the right to do. But a couple things actually caught my eye that I wanted to kind of go over real quick with you. It won't take very long. But before I do that, please do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and of course, hit that notification bell. So when I make another one of these videos on the fly or go live, you'll be notified when I do. So the first thing I noticed is that eBay states in the new user agreement, the appearance or placement of listings in search and browse results will depend on a variety of factors, such as a buyer's location, I guess wherever they're listed in the country. Maybe a buyer's location would be if you have someone in Florida that's searching for your item and you're in South Carolina, you're probably going to be considered as a better fit and a better placement in search than someone, say, in California or where I am in Las Vegas. Because eBay is interested in that customer getting that item as quickly as possible. eBay knows that a lot of customers do consider transit time, shipping time for their items when they're making a purchase, and I guess they're going to start using it, if they haven't already, in determining your item's rank in search. The next factor that's considered when your item's being placed in search is the listing format. So when a customer is looking for your item, if it's a fixed price item versus an auction, it does make a difference. I don't know which one has the higher weight, whether they give preference to those who have auctions versus a fixed listing, but it is on this list. Another factor is price and shipping cost. Of course, how much you charge that customer to ship and what your price is has always been a determining factor in where you place in the search rankings. This says terms of service. I don't know what they mean by terms of service. Maybe your policies, maybe your return policies, maybe your handling time. I don't know what terms of service as it pertains to us has to do with anything. End time, like when your item's ending, that to me, I don't know if they're going to penalize you for an older item versus maybe if you have an auction that is, about to end, maybe that'll have preference to show up higher in the search. I don't know. History and relevance to the user's search query. Of course, if you have a pair of Nike shoes and the customer searches for Adidas shoes, well, your item's not relevant to their search. So I wouldn't expect for that item to appear on page 1. Other factors include seller's history, including listing practices. So they're going to hold your performance and your adherence to eBay's practices into account. So this is all trying to figure out eBay's algorithm, and this is kind of telling us what that algorithm is considering and looking for. So this I thought was very interesting information to share. Another factor is detailed seller ratings. So your late shipping metrics, maybe your defects, things of that nature. Another factor it says is eBay policy compliance. So if, again, defects hurt you on that. If you're not processing returns in a timely manner, I'm sure that has something to do with it. Feedback, it's another one. It says feedback. That's another one that's considered. Now, I don't know if this is something new, but to me, feedback has been less important than it used to be. And I don't know if they're actually adding this back into the algorithm. But and I don't even know if this was considered before, but this is what I noticed today. Another one is defect rate that also come into play. So we talked about defect rate. Again, a defect is anything that where eBay gets involved on your behalf. Let's say you don't process a return in a timely manner, something of that nature. That's a defect, and that will hurt your account. So, sometimes we think, if we cancel this item, maybe we're out of stock. It's not a big deal. But if you do it enough where it's a defect, eBay will stop trusting you and they will lower you in the search, which of course will lower your sales. So more reason now than ever to get your account straight, get it up to top rated status so these things aren't held against you. So when you go to sell your items, you have a fair chance to sell and make some money rather than feeling like you have one arm tied behind your back. Because, like I say, this flipping ain't easy, right? So we want to be on par with all these things and try to build our account up to where we feel like we can have a chance. Because, there's nothing worse than, getting into a groove and getting your items listed and feeling really good, but that cha-ching ain't happening. And I don't know about you guys, but lately my cha-ching has been happening and I'm pretty happy about it. And, it's just about the effort you put into it, but you got to fix some of these things. You can't have these things hanging over your head, defects and late shipments and all that stuff, because at the end, you're going to be the one that is paying for that. So guys, that's what I have for you today. Please comment down below. Hit that like button. It's not easy to make these videos and to go in and study up and try to figure this out when half of the stuff I'm going to have to do a wait and see, just like you are, to figure out. So hopefully this information was informative. But guys, no matter what eBay throws at us, just know that flipping ain't easy. And we're going to talk to you guys here very soon. Have a good rest of your week.